Diane in Denmark here, and hooray, a new week. Oh, they just get my palms. Hooray! A new week means a new Flylady zone. And let me just, before I start, get the timer going. There we are. And I hope you are, you're dressed, you know, you've got your clothes on, you're ready to do some work along with me today. And before we get started, I'll explain which zone we're in this week. And it is, we are in the third week of the month. Can you see that? So that means that for all this week, we are in zone 3. Now, if you go to the flylady.net and if you look, there's a little search box at the top. You can put in sneak peek for the week and it'll show you the missions for this week. And there'll be missions for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 missions. Now, listen very carefully. You do not need to do 5 missions. You don't need to do any missions. You can do whatever you like in this zone. All we want to see here is some progress where we're just putting one foot in front of the other and getting a little bit more clean here or decluttering. You can do whatever you like. If you are just starting with the Flylady system, please make sure that your routines are done first. What do I mean by routines? I mean you've got a small morning routine and you've got an evening routine. Focus on those and doing a bit of decluttering. Don't worry about detailed cleaning and missions unless, you know, go ahead and do them, but your routines always come first, because routines are those things that we have in place to kind of keep us ticking over and, you know, to stop us from getting overwhelmed, so that we make sure that, you know, we're actually eating properly and getting some sleep and getting dressed so that we feel like we're ready to work. All the other things are just like the icing on the cake, so keep going with your routines. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a bit of detailed cleaning in here today. The zone 3 is a bit of a strange one because it's the main bathroom. This is our main bathroom. We have one main bathroom that the whole family shares, and we have a small guest bathroom. We also have a very old shower down in the basement, but nobody uses that. But zone 3 is also one other room. Now you can choose a room of your choice, and it's, you know, it's a room that you don't need to be cleaning on a weekly basis. You know, it's not one of the rooms that we do in Weekly Home Blessing. If you need help with that, Weekly Home Blessing, I've made a playlist where I vacuum with you and I shine mirrors with you and I take out the recycling and trash with you. I'll put a link up there. But the main thing is that when you have zone 3, it's the main bathroom, which probably doesn't take much work because, you know, we're in here doing a swish and swipe every day or every other day. But you've probably got maybe a guest bedroom, your office, maybe you have a laundry room, you know, if you're lucky to have a place where you actually have your machines. It can be the garage that you choose as your extra room, or the garden shed. That's what quite often I use for mine. But anyway, let me get down to work. I'm dressed and I've got my lace-up shoes on, my indoor shoes. We don't wear shoes in the house in Denmark. And listen, if you don't want to do the shoe thing, that's up to you. The shoes make me feel like I'm ready to work. If you want to do something, whatever works for you, all right? So I'm going to start at the top today and work down and tell you what I'm doing in my bathroom. Work along with me, or you can declutter, or you can fold laundry, but just make sure that you do something with me, all right? Because this type of video that I do is not a pep talk, it's a let's work together video, all right? So let me see. Oh gosh, I've been speaking for 4 minutes, but I've been explaining things, so that's all right. So I've got my little cleaning caddy. Remember, you don't need to have the same as me. Do what you can. I'm just going to push you back a bit so you can see what it's not a great room for filming. Sorry, hold on, I've got you on a little stool. There we are. Right, so first of all, I'm going to take my feather duster, which is on the old mop handle, and I'm just going to go around this room clockwise and get any cobwebs down. Thankfully the spiders seem to have stopped at the moment. There we go. There we are. Lovely. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and actually do down the corners. There we are, in this corner. Down there. I have the last one here. Great, so that was that done. That didn't take any time. I'll give this a shake outside when we're finished. I can't take it out just now because you're at the bathroom door and I can't get past. Right, so that was up. Next thing, I am going to wipe the flat surfaces. And I'm just going to take the flat surfaces in our bathroom are made of glass, so I use some glass cleaner for that. And I'll tell you what I'll do. Hold on, let me just move you over. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and actually clean the windows in here. As I've said to you many times before, during weekly home blessing, when it's that bit about shining doors, mirrors, windows, I always start in the zone. So I'm going to clean the inside of the 3 windows in here and the flat surfaces because they're all made of glass. And I just want to sit down and answer this question. A lot of people have asked me about what about the outside of the windows. Well, the outside of the windows here, we have a window cleaner because our house is on 3 stories and there's no way I'm going up a ladder and doing the outside. I don't have the life insurance for it, so the window cleaner comes about 3 or 4 times a year, and I don't mind paying for that because he does it like he has them finished in about half an hour flat because he's got the special equipment to climb up and all the poles and whatever. The windows at our Swedish summer cabin, you know, the cabin that we go to most weekends, I do the windows there because I can actually reach up myself, the outside windows, and those I do 3 or 4 times a year. I don't do them more often than that, and I don't get out a bucket of water and all that. I do the same as I do with the inside of the windows, just some generic cleaner and microfiber cloth, and that is it. So I'm going to get on and do the windows, and I hope you are working too. So I'll start here and just work left to right. There we are, and do you see how far? Well, of course you can't see me, but I've actually already done one. And because I'm doing this window, you know, once a month, it doesn't build up a lot of grime and rubbish. Hold on, you might be able to see me better doing the middle window. Here we go. I'll just do the flat surfaces as well. There we go. It's back. And the last one. So that was it for the 3 windows in here, and the surfaces, which are made of glass, so that's the same thing for me. The windows, you know, we've got built-in cupboards here, and those actually I do, you know, when I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. You know, sometimes I do one side and sometimes I do the other side. So that was it for the flat surfaces. What should I do next? What should I do next? I think I shall, yeah, now I didn't do, let me just move you over again. Ooh, Don't want to drop you. I didn't swish and swipe this bathroom this morning. I swished and swiped the bathroom downstairs. Let me see, but I think I'll just go ahead and show you how fast it is to do a swish and swipe. Now, swish and swipe is something that we're doing every day or every other day, and all we're doing is for the sink. You know, normally I just kind of wipe down if there's any marks up here, and in the sink, I don't always even put in some cleaning spray, but I'll do it today just to make it smell nice for myself. Just a swoosh, and then I take a baby wipe, and I just wipe out the sink. There we are. And this one goes in the bin. And then it's the same for the toilet. That way. And you're just going to give a quick stir. Stir things up. Get a scrub. We are, and we'll take another baby wipe, and I'm just going to wipe off around the seat. And let me tell you, if you ever redo your bathroom, getting one of these toilets that is hung on the wall is the best thing ever, because you can get right underneath and it's really easy to keep clean. Right, there goes the toilet. And listen, if you don't want to use a baby wipe, you know, you can just use an old cloth and then either throw it in the bin or throw it in the washing machine, you know, on a really hot wash. But I just use a baby wipe. It's quick and fast. Right, just let me wash my hands in a nice clean sink after having my hands down the toilet. Anyway, that was just to show you how fast it is to do a swish and swipe. And by doing that, it means that there's not really much to do in this room. Right, what shall I do next? I looked at the missions for this week. And one of them was, you know, the same missions come round again and again. Was wiping outside the sink and the bath. This is my bath here. So I'll move you around again, and I shall, let me see, what should I take? Oh, I think I'll use this one and the same cleaner. And remember, don't just sit there, work along with me. And all you're doing is getting rid of any, you know, toothpaste that's gone on the outside, or, you know, if you've had your fingers with foundation and it's got on the outside. Right, I'm just going to also do underneath here. Right, that's that done. And then I'll do the same for the bath. Around the back. Oh, let me just stop the timer and start it again. There we are. people have also asked, how do I, when do I clean the shower or when do I clean the inside of the bath? Well, the thing is, normally I clean it while I'm in there. It kind of makes sense when I'm in the shower in the morning. Once I'm finished, I just dry off, part of the shower cabinet. We don't have you'll see we don't have a shower curtain here. It's glass panels. And it's the same with the bath. If my daughter's in the bath, when she's finished, she just takes a cloth and kind of wipes it around, and I do the same. So it doesn't feel like cleaning at all. We're in there anyway, so you may as well just spend 30 seconds before you get out of the bath to clean it. Yeah, because that, we love to cut corners. We really do. Right, I'll just do around the back of the bath and around the taps. And as usual, if you don't like the way that I'm cleaning my house, that's fine, just do it your way, but make sure you do something. Don't get caught up in this perfectionist thing of, I need to have the right cleaning mop, or I need to go and buy some kind of special steam cleaner. You know what, I had that in my head too, and I thought, oh well, if I had this special steam cleaner for cleaning the bathroom, make it easier. You know what, it would cost so much money and I would end up not using it. It's easier just to get out an old cloth, some cleaning spray, 5 minutes on the timer and I'm done. Right, next, let me see, I don't want to spend all of my time in here today. I'll just put the stool back. Oh yes, while we are in the bathroom, it's also a good time to think about, are you running low on toilet paper? I'm just going to check. No, we have our toilet paper in one of the cupboards here. When we get down to the last roll here, I've always got it on my errand list, for the same week. To get toilet paper, you may need shampoo, toothpaste. I'm thinking of replacing the towels in here because we've had them for actually a few years now, and I don't know why. I think it's because I'm Scottish and very thrifty. But the colour goes well with the place, but we really need some new towels. So that's what I'm going to be writing down my list, so that next time I go to IKEA, I'll probably pick up some new ones. And that reminds me, when I said IKEA, also this week maybe is the time for you to change, if you've got a bathroom, what do you call it, a shower curtain, put that in the wash and hang up a new one. This is our bathroom mat, so that's going to go in the wash, and I've actually got another one ready to go, but I won't put it down until I've vacuumed in here. I'm going to do that today as part of weekly blessing, so I'll just leave that here. And there's a towel that had fallen down, so I need to put that back on the rack. Let's see what else we can do in here. Oh yes. Do you have a plant in your bathroom? Does it need a wash or does it need a drink? Everyone needs, let me check. Yeah, it needs a drink certainly. There we are. And I think also I'll just give the leaves a little wipe. Sometimes I stick it outside if it's raining to give it a good clean. It's the same if you're working in your office. Maybe you've got a plant there that needs some TLC. Right, that one is all tidied up. There we go, so that can go back. And, this can go away. And I also brought into, let me sit down. I feel a bit silly, having my head cut off or bending down all the time. I actually brought in some candle holders, because when in Denmark we like our hygge, you know, we like to make everything cozy. And one of the things I like about the Flylady system, you know, when we change from zone to zone, is that I kind of look what we've got in here, you know, it could be plants or candle holders, and I like to, you know, instead of spending money in the shops, here we go again, the Canny Scott, I like to just move things from one room to another. And these ones we haven't been using them, and I like them because they're not too kind of, you know, girly, you know, they've got leather handles and they're made of wood. So I'm going to take the candle that we've got in here just now. That's going to go back with my supply of candles and candle holders, which you may have seen if you saw me decluttering in zone 5, the living room. And I'm going to put these ones here instead, so it kind of satisfies my need to be changing things around, but without spending any money. So I don't know if you're like, you know, it's a real women's thing, I think, that we feel like we have to move furniture around all the time. And so anyway, I've brought in these ones. I'm going to take the other ones away. Oh, and that's some aftershave that can go back in the cupboard. Yeah. So these ones are going to go back with my little stash downstairs. And that's also a great thing when you have all your same items together. Like, I know if I want to get a candle or a new, you know, candle holder, they're all in the same place, and it also stops me from buying too many candles. That's another thing I buy, you know, too many of. You know, I have loads of candles in Denmark, but I'm really good now. I only buy them when absolutely necessary. So those are going to go here. Was there anything else in this room? No. Oh yeah, there's another candle that can go down. This is going to go back in my stash. It's a double candle thing. Right, I think that's about it. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've been going for 20 minutes and I'm going to stop it there because Monday is also the day that I do weekly home blessing. And as I said to you before, weekly home blessing, it's not detailed cleaning, it's the opposite of this. The point of weekly home blessing, and listen, if you're not sure what to do, what to be doing this week, don't worry about detailed cleaning, just make sure that you do your weekly home blessing first. Because as I said, it's like the routines, it's a thing that keeps everything ticking over, you know, that status quo. And the weekly home blessing is where we clean, surface clean the main areas of the house. Remember, not the whole house, the main areas of your house, and that could be different from your house to my house, but the main areas of our house, my house, that's the hall, because people are coming in and out. It's also the kitchen for me, and the living room, and the bathroom on the ground floor, the guest bathroom. So that's the area that I concentrate on during weekly home blessing. You know, and we've also got, you know, taking out the recycling from all the rooms in the house. But the weekly home blessing, that is your starting point. If you're not sure what to do once you've been through the Flylady's 31 baby steps, or you know, you're just doing your routines and you want to add in a bit more, go for the weekly home blessing. Don't worry about, you know, detailed cleaning, because you know what, if you needed the Flylady system, probably like me, you hadn't detailed cleaned for months or even years, so it's not going to, you know, it's not going to be a problem just to wait a few more weeks until you've got, you know, the weekly home blessing going. Because the weekly home blessing, you know, that's the 1 hour, just 1 hour a week where we, you know, we kind of make the whole, the main living areas look better. That's the thing that you've got to concentrate on. Right, oh, goodness, okay, coming up for 25 minutes, I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to do my weekly home blessing later today. Thanks for joining me on Instagram. It's been so much fun seeing that, you know, you're also looking at outfits, or doing a bit of decluttering, or taking a break and just keeping it simple. Yeah, and so if you want to find us on Instagram, my handle is Diane in Denmark, but if you just use the Flylady hashtag, that way you will find other fly babies around the world, and it's a fantastic thing to try and find somebody, you know, who's working the same time zone as you, who maybe is in the same situation as you with small kids, or is retired. That's the great thing about social media in that way, that we can kind of join up all over the world. Or, you know, we've got French fly babies. I'm a member of the French group, of a Swedish group, and I'm going to tell you more about those in a question and answer session this week, because I know there's a lot of German fly babies too. So let's kind of reach out to each other. Anyway, so that's it. That's it for me. Have a great week in Zone 3, which is the bathroom, and one other room. And the other room, just try and spend 5 or 10 minutes. You know, don't be perfectionists and say you have to spend 15 minutes in the room. Just 5 or 10 minutes whenever you have a chance, and you know, it'll all seem much brighter. Right, that's it for me. Diane in Denmark. Live long and prosper. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow bright and early. Bye for now.